Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for smoky pork rib tips at a Midwest-style barbecue joint and shirts.
Oh, this is it, y'all. This is fun.
Plus, watch for the secret word to enter for your chance to win a Shiner Beer prize pack and a $100 H-E-B gift card powered by Shiner Beer. And we're going inside an all-day brunch restaurant serving up decadent pastries and savory plates.
We actually cooked this barbacoa similar to a bulgogi style, so a Korean, kind of a Korean barbecue.
All that and more right now on a merry edition of Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is at a southern food joint with an insane meatloaf grilled cheese.
Now we're here on the northeast side of San Antonio to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up some southern and soul food classics, plus some wild items you gotta see to believe. Let's go inside Mr. A-OK's. Joining me now is Cindy Harris. She's one of the co-owners out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Now, this restaurant is serving up all kinds of southern delicious goodness. We got it all on the table right here. I mean, cornbread, you got desserts, the fried chicken, and some items I haven't seen before. But where are all these recipes? Where are they coming from?
Well, basically my husband, he loves to cook, so he's just in his mind.
He's the chef.
Yes.
Nice. Some of the items on the menu over here, they actually have an Asian influence to them, and that's actually from your background, right?
Yes, I'm half Korean.
Soul rolls.
Yes.
What is inside of a soul roll?
You're gonna get the collard greens, the mac and cheese, and meatloaf, all wrapped in a egg roll wrap and a side of brown gravy. We call this liquid gold here.
I'm going for it. What the heck? This is absolutely incredible. I love the mac and cheese in there. It's so gooey. The collard greens have a really nice flavor to them as well. And the meatloaf, that just seals the deal. It's nice and salty. It has a good little flavor in there as well. You can tell it's seasoned perfectly. And then the crispy exterior is a nice vehicle for all the flavors. You mix that all together. You take that bite, you dip it in the gravy. It is liquid gold. That is good. Look at you. You're going for round two. I like that. Now we're moving on to something else I've never seen before in all my days of traveling around looking at southern restaurants. This is the Mr. A-OK sandwich. Now, what is inside of this sandwich?
You're gonna get your chicken fried steak, your pork chops, fried cheese. You see that fried cheese right there?
Yeah.
And then there's a scoop of mashed potatoes, and then that lettuce tomatoes with the secret sauce right there.
Oh my God. Give us some elbow. Woo!
It's good. I want to really get in there, but man,
You gotta look good for TV,
yeah,
right?
I want to get messy.
I absolutely love this bite. This is so good. And you know my favorite part is the toasted bread. This is so buttery and it's so tasty. It's the exact amount of saltiness you want and it has a bunch of flavor. I really want to eat this whole sandwich right now. Now this one right here in the middle, fried ribs. Come on. It's
Yes.
just what it is, right? It's a
Yes.
fried rib.
Deep fried rib.
Okay, grab one with me here. Oh wow! It's super tender, crunchy on the outside. You're putting that like that chicken fried breading on the outside. That is nuts. Cindy is half Asian, so there's some items on the menu that actually have Asian influence on them, and this is one of them. These are called Asian ribs. They just fall off the bone. I'm gonna give it a bite here. Oh, super tender, nice and hot. You got all that sticky sauce on there as well. If you love sweet Asian sauces, this is definitely the rib you have to try. This is incredible. Fried chicken. What makes your fried chicken special?
Like homemade fried chicken. Like if your grandma would fry that chicken at home, you know?
Here's a question. Do you like the legs or do you like the breasts?
I like the skin.
Oh. Give me
It
a
doesn't
piece
matter.
of chicken. Yeah, it don't
doesn't
matter.
It's good.
I'm in a happy place right now. This is phenomenal. Flavored down to the bone, super crispy on the outside, very messy. That's how you want it. If you're not going to get messy with your fried chicken, what are you going to get messy with?
actually have like different little secret sandwiches you got to ask about, and this is one of them. Right here we have meatloaf, cheese, mac and cheese on the grilled cheese sandwich. This thing is over the top, gravy on the side. When you think of like over the top food, this is, look at that thing is still just bubbling. It's gooey, it's ooey. That's the bite. If you're looking for the next insane sandwich bite you have to try, this is possibly the best grilled cheese I've ever had. This is so good. Mr. A-OK, where did that name come from?
Mr. A-OK is my dad. That's his nickname. His name was Alvis Kirk. He was in the military for 26 years. He passed away in 2011, but he always wanted to open up a restaurant with my mom.
This restaurant is so fun, it's so special. Grab a piece of cake with me here.
Okay.
As Mr. A-OK's over here off Walsham, this is a fantastic place to come try. They got a little bit of Southern food, a little bit of Asian influence on it as well, but all of it is rocking. I'm going in for the cake. Come on! Now, we're cruising to the west side for some birria tacos and tortas. Let's go inside Tacos and Chelas. Joining me now is Oscar Carmona. He's the owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, David.
Now, everything in front of us looks amazing. It smelled amazing when you were cooking it as well. But what got you started cooking?
It is the passion, that brings us together. I always wanted to open a restaurant with my dad, so it's a dream come true.
I can tell you have a passion for it because this stuff looks amazing. Now, this torta right here is huge. What goes inside of it?
There's panela cheese. It has ham, diced sirloin, along with al pastor, grilled pico de gallo, and we put asada fries on the side to it just to bring it together. So.
Cheers. There we
All
go.
right, buddy.
That's the bite. Oh, man. That is incredible. The tortas out here at Tacos and Chelas are massive. This one out here that we're trying has ham, cheese, asada, guacamole, lettuce, and the bread is toasted to perfection. It also has the asada fries on the side.
I think the bread is what makes the torta a great torta.
This is what you want to try. There's so much going on here. Birria tacos and the KSAT tacos, I mean, so popular. You guys have them right here on the menu. What inspired you to add this to what you're doing out here?
We are from Southern Mexico. Our Southern Mexican seasoning, our style is different. We wanted to bring it to San Antonio, along with some of the first other people that brought it to San Antonio.
I'm gonna grab one of these KSAT tacos over here.
All right.
You gotta dunk it right into the consomme. Oh, and look at that. You even got the chunks of meat floating around in there. All right, cheers.
All right, buddy.
Birria
Cheers.
tacos. Ooh. Birria is super popular, and when you come out here to Tacos and Chelas, you can get it in different kinds of preparations. We got it in little taquitos, little street tacos, plus the KSAT tacos. Now the consomme out here is phenomenal. I mean, it's nice and savory, it's unctuous, it's salty. You dip everything in there, it just takes it to the next level. You put some of the lime on there. It's really going to increase the brightness, the acidity, and the flavor on each one of these tacos. But I gotta say, taquitos are the way to go. The meat is so tender. How long do y'all cook the meat?
David, we don't chop our meat. We just let it cook for 5 hours. My dad he has the secret recipe to it. But like I said, we don't chop it. Some other places they chop it. We just like to bring it in, let it fall apart, and it's ready at that point. So about 5 hours.
Now these ones right here, asada fries, you had them over here with the torta. This is like a whole plate though that you can order by itself.
The asada fries, it's more like an appetizer. It's diced sirloin, Monterey Jack cheese, a little bit of cilantro, onions on top of it, our grilled pico de gallo, and just go ahead and dig in.
Yeah, cheers.
Again.
Super tender meat. The potatoes, the fries, they're cooked perfectly, so they're really tender on the inside. They got a nice little crunch on the outside. The pico de gallo you put on top, you actually put it on the flat top for a little bit. You're kind of cooking it off a little bit before you put it on.
It is. A lot of our food has the grilled pico de gallo. Our grilled pico de gallo, it's a little bit different. It has the vinegar to it, so it enhances a lot of the flavors that we use.
And this one at the end here is like, it looks loaded. You got like a jalapeno popper on there. What's inside
I
of that
did.
one?
So there is a little bit of, bottom of guacamole. Bring it fresh. Corn tortilla, that grilled pico de gallo again. And then just that jalapeno popper. I'm going to challenge you to go ahead and take a bite.
You want me to take a bite out of that one?
I really do.
You guys, tacos and chelas, it's delicious. You're gonna find something on the menu that you enjoy. I mean, you even have some seafood dishes, ceviche on the menu as well. The beers when you come out here, I mean, look how big. This is no joke. Y'all are playing around with the micheladas. And I'm gonna try this taco. What's the name of this one?
That's our taco toreado.
Taco toreado. I'm gonna take a bite. That's real good. Delicious. If you love birria, they have it out here as well. The tortas are massive. The asada fries, all different kinds of tacos. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for having us out here. Cheers.
Thank you, David.
Oh, baby, that's good.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, get ready for smoky pork rib tips at a Midwest-style barbecue joint in Shirts.
Oh, this is it, y'all. This is fun.
And next on the show, we're going to Southtown for some modern Texas-inspired cuisine.
New Zealand lamb on a barley wild rice risotto. Perfect for the season. Okay, are we going in?
Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The first letter is S. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to H-E-B for the holidays. Good luck. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Southtown in San Antonio to check out a restaurant that's serving up dishes inspired by Texas. Let's go inside Bar Loretta. Joining us now is Roger Hurd, the owner out here at Bar Loretta. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having me.
And Southtown, I feel like it's having a big resurgence right now, and you guys have been open for a couple months now, and you're just elevating the menu scene in this area. I mean, look at the stuff in front of us. What's the inspiration behind the menu?
I kind of look at Texas as a muse, as a mother figure, as a giver. So things that come from the soil, from the Gulf, and we embrace it. And then Chef Paul Peterson applies his technique to it.
Put a little magic on it, right? Man, he cranked these out today. These look incredible. And I want to start right here in the front. I mean, this looks like just such a wide variety of flavor going on.
Love that Texas quail. A little quail egg on top and some hot honeyed onions. Absolutely delicious.
Oh, you just going. All right, hold on. I'm actually going to go for that little egg, if you don't mind me. Ooh, this is really nice. This is a double cheeseburger. What's going on there?
That's just our double market burger. That's just a big boy.
And what kind of ground beef are you using on the inside there?
We're using some good old Texas chop. I have like 5 burgers a week, so this is going to be all you.
This is all me.
I've had too many burgers.
Quality control out here, right?
do it.
Taking a bite. Oh, man. Bar Loretta has a little bit of something for everyone, and the market burger is a great example of that. Ground Texas chuck on the inside, toasted bread, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, but the sauce is where it's at. That's the secret part. But I love that there's a little bit of something out here that everyone can enjoy. It's done right, but it's no fuss. It's just a straightforward, good old cheeseburger bite. I mean, this is an elevated dish right here. This is a lamb, but it's not just your standard lamb, right?
No, it's absolutely delicious. Nice cut of New Zealand lamb on a barley wild rice risotto. Perfect for the season. Okay, are we going in?
We're going in.
All right.
Let's do it. I mean, cuts like butter. A gorgeous medium rare finish on there is exactly what you want. There we go. Ooh. herb crusted lamb is so good, and it's sourced from New Zealand. And then on the bottom, it comes on a bed of risotto. Now this risotto has a little bit of mint leaves in there, Chardonnay, raisins, and it's just really flavorful. It's bold, but then that lamb comes out medium rare, the way it should be. It's just juicy, tender, and delicious. I'm in heaven right now. This is great stuff.
Appreciate that. This is my green onion polenta with Texas wild mushrooms and Texas goat cheese.
Texas wild mushrooms, Texas goat cheese, polenta. Oh, wow. That goat cheese is money. Wow. The griddled green onion polenta cake has so much flavor in there, but the inside of the polenta cake is actually nice and tender. Outside's a little bit crunchy. And then you have the mushrooms that are seasonal on the outside as well, and they rotate it throughout the year. So you're gonna get different mushrooms at different times. Plus the goat cheese on there as well. You get a little bit of all of that together, and it's such a good bite.
Oh man, the chicken liver's absolutely delicious.
Chicken liver.
Yeah.
And I
So it's-
say that this is the first liver that we've had on the show.
It's,
you're
it's terrific. I mean,
groundbreaking.
This surprises a lot of people.
All right, we get some extra sauce on there.
Oh yeah.
Check it out. Oh, wow. The pan-roasted chicken liver gratine is so good. On the outside, it's lightly crunchy, but on the inside, super tender, melt in your mouth goodness. On the bottom, you have that little piece of bread, right? It's absorbing all the sauce that's in there as well. It's slightly earthy, it's salty, it's savory, and it's just delicious. Especially if you've never tried liver before, this is what you need to try. You have a wonderful bar right behind us. Cocktails being crafted right there as well. Open till 2 a.m. Bar Loretta. I mean, Roger, thank you so much for having us out here and for being a part of the San Antonio community.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, get ready for smoky pork rib tips at a Midwest-style barbecue joint and shirts.
Oh, this is it, y'all. This is fun.
And next on the show, we head to Austin to go inside a Texas Monthly Top 50 barbecue joint that's slinging out some serious Tex-Mex barbecue.
There was always barbecue around. My uncle, my dad, and you have my mom and grandmothers and aunts making flour tortillas and sides inside, you know?
Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The second letter is I. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to HEB for the holidays. Good luck. Texas Eats will be right back. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're in Austin to go inside the top 50 Texas Monthly barbecue joint, Valentina's BBQ. Owner and pitmaster Miguel Vidal is a culinary craftsman.
There's a sense of family that Miguel brings to this restaurant, to the crew here.
Valentina's BBQ, named after Miguel's middle child, fuses Mexican cuisine and Texas barbecue culture.
It's a Texas original. You know, there's only one Valentina's.
I've been eating at Valentina's for over 15 years. Love the smoke that comes off of the barbecue.
And in the Vidal household, family, food, and culture are everything.
Some of my best memories growing up are around my family. Every family gets together, we have an excuse for a birthday party, a quinceañera, or just the weekend off, you know. There was always barbecue around. My uncle, my dad, and you have my mom and grandmothers and aunts making flour tortillas and sides inside, you know?
One of the most popular items on the menu is their massive breakfast taco, the real deal Holyfield.
That's inspired by my father. His favorite breakfast dish is huevos rancheros. So when we first opened up, before we were even doing breakfast, he had asked me to make him huevos rancheros. So I decided to make him a version of huevos rancheros. Pressed a big tortilla, refried beans, potatoes, bacon, fried egg, but I added a fat slice of brisket on it.
I got the brisket taco. You can just smell the wonderful brisket in the air. It's delicious.
To get more information and find out how you can get your hands on this phenomenal barbecue, just follow Valentina's BBQ on social media. Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're going inside an all-day brunch restaurant serving up decadent pastries and savory plates. And next on the show, get ready for smoky pork rib tips at a Midwest-style barbecue joint in Shirts.
Oh, this is it, y'all. This is fun.
Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The third letter is X. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/TexasEats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to H-E-B for the holidays. Good luck. Texas Eats will be right back.
To go to all the delicious restaurants that you see here on the show, you have to have a reliable vehicle, and that's why we're out here today at Vic Vaughn Toyota of Bernie, and with me as always, Chris Franklin, the deal maker.
Yo, what's up everybody?
This has been a phenomenal year for you guys, 2021.
Sure has. Yep.
Going into 2022, what big plans do you have for the dealership?
Well, I will tell you that we are looking to be number 7 in the country on pre-owned Toyota certified.
So you come on out here, Vic Vaughn Toyota of Bernie, for the new year, for the rest of the year, for next year. All the time, it's going to be great service, and to get more information on all the vehicles that you can find out here on the lot, just go to their website.
ToyotaBernie.com.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Shirts, right outside San Antonio, to go inside of a barbecue joint that's not serving up your average Texas barbecue. This is Midwest barbecue, and we're here at the Purple Pig. Let's go inside. Joining me now is Dimitri Deharan. He is the co-owner and pitmaster out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
Now, we've been out here before when it was a food truck, and you guys were just killing it out there. I love the food that you were doing, some really great items on the menu, but now you have the brick and mortar. What was the inspiration to move into a building?
Food trucks were getting kind of daunting, in and out, dealing with repairs, things like that, breakdowns, and it seemed like more feasible for us to, just open a restaurant and see how it goes.
Jump into the brick and mortar game, right?
Man, yeah.
And I bet you this community is so excited here in Shirts because this barbecue, it's not your typical Texas barbecue, right?
Well, we like to call our barbecue Midwest style barbecue. Both me and my wife, we're from the Midwest. And I was introduced a long time ago from my granduncle of barbecue. And so once we retired from the military, we just kept on going with it.
Which, thank you for your service.
Thanks.
Now, in these cups right here, you're talking about Midwest barbecue. This is like Midwest barbecue in a cup, right?
Yeah.
And you call them the parfaits, right? This is like your barbecue parfait. What is all inside the cup here?
So from the bottom to the top is baked beans, baked macaroni and cheese, pulled pork, barbecue sauce, topped with potato salad.
This has to be like the most popular item you got.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I bet. And I want to get a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh, you're going straight barbecue on. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the bite. That was incredible. Give me some love.
Yeah.
Come on. If you've never tried Midwest barbecue before, I highly recommend getting the barbecue parfait. It's got a little bit of everything going on inside. It's got the barbecue sauce, the pulled pork, the potato salad, the mac and cheese, and the beans. You mix that all together, it is an incredible experience. Oh, this is it, y'all. This is fun. Smoked turkey leg.
Yes.
You got those on the menu like full time, right?
Full time, yeah. People were asking for them all the time, so we threw them on the menu, and we've had them on this ever since. I mean, they're a little different.
The baked mac and cheese, though, that's actually like your wife's item, right?
Yes, it is. All the sides are hers. So.
Oh, all the sides are hers. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good combination. That's a good marriage of ideas, right? You take care of the meats, she handles the sides. You guys together make a great business.
There you go.
This is next level stuff. Now, any secrets you can add and tell us about this one?
If I told you, my wife would kill me.
That's the mac and cheese. Here we go. She already knows. She's hiding back there in the kitchen. She knows what's up. Nice and creamy, crunchy on the top. I mean, it's just comfort food, all of this. Now, you also have the big dino beef rib.
Yeah.
Now, this is like a select item, though, that you only have like for a limited time on certain weekends, right?
We use pecan wood versus oak or mesquite, so it's a different taste to it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a bite. I'm gonna try it out here. This is the dino rib. You gotta call ahead. You gotta look on social media when they got it. Good. I love the bark on the outside you got going on. But this is one of the most tender dino ribs I've ever had. Absolutely incredible. That just melts in your mouth there. You actually have rib tips that are really unique. You don't see those everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about the process
yeah.
of making those.
We put our rub on them and we throw them on our pit, and we smoke those for maybe about 4 hours, and they just get tender.
Oh yeah.
Tender.
Here, grab one with me.
All right.
All right. And then you have different sauces as well, because Texas barbecue, a lot of people say don't put sauce on it. This is Midwest barbecue. You want to add the sauce to it, and you actually have different heat levels, right?
Yes, we do.
All right. Which one is the hottest?
The hot is right here.
Okay. I'm gonna.
That's the hot.
I'm going for it.
I'm going for the sweet.
You're going for the
Yeah,
sweet.
We make the hot, but we don't eat it.
That's just for crazy people,
Yeah.
right? There you go.
Yeah.
The rib tips. Ooh. Something you won't find at other barbecue spots here in Texas are the rib tips. And they're doing them out here, calling them piggy tips. And I'm telling you what, that 4 hours slow smoke with pecan wood, the rub on the outside, they just melt in your mouth. They're delicious. You get the sauces on the side. You can go sweet, mild, or hot. Either way, it's gonna be delicious. You guys, if you're looking for something different, off the beaten path, not just your average Texas barbecue, Midwest barbecue is the way to go. Out here at the Purple Pig and Shirts, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Now, you got to save room for dessert.
Oh, definitely.
Who's making the desserts out here?
It's my wife's too.
Okay. Your wife's killing the game, dude. She's doing a good job. Oh my goodness. This is it, y'all. This is where you want to come for the holidays.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're going inside an all-day brunch restaurant serving up decadent pastries and savory plates. And next on the show, I share a delicious and easy beer cheese recipe using Shiner Bock beer. Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The fourth letter is P. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/TexasEats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to HEB for the holidays. Good luck. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in my backyard getting ready to make a Shiner beer cheese. It's super easy, delicious, great for the holidays, for parties, and it only uses a little bit of beer, so you got a lot left over to drink. First thing you want to do is get your bread ready. Whatever you want to use, but I highly recommend sourdough bread. You can get it in loaves, cut into slices, plus you can get some frozen pretzels from your local grocery store. And just pour some of this delicious melted goodness, all this butter. Once you have the butter on top of the bread, you get your favorite seasonings. I highly recommend onion, garlic powder, maybe a little bit of cayenne, a little salt and pepper as well goes a long way. Right behind me, I have my smoker going, and we're gonna go ahead and stick these inside and get them cooking. Right here, we have 1 stick of butter, about a ½ cup, right? We're gonna throw that right into our pot where we're gonna be making our beer cheese sauce. Put that down. Then we're gonna make a roux, right? Make the sauce a little thick. So you use equal parts flour and butter. And we'll put a ½ cup of flour in here as well. And right behind me on the smoker, we're gonna use the insulated firebox as kind of a little cooktop. And what you're gonna wanna do is cook this down, let it melt, and then we're gonna add milk in here as well. That's a blonde roux. When you're making a roux, you always wanna make sure you don't have any clumps in there because you want everything to cook. So you want that flour and butter to completely incorporate into each other. 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of dry parsley and oregano, and ½ teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Give it a little kick. Whisk all that up. Now we're gonna get some milk. This is whole milk, 2 cups. Now you don't want anything to seize up, so we're gonna pour in a little bit at a time and mix it in. Now you're gonna use about 1 1/3 cups of beer. Just pour this in. Pour it at an angle so you don't get too much head on it. Same principle with the beer. You wanna kind of start whisking. Pour the beer in gradually as you whisk. Shiner beer is a great choice for making a beer cheese just because it has so many bold notes, especially the Shiner Bock. And then we're gonna mix all these seasonings with it. Before we add the cheese into our sauce, some Worcestershire, right? You can say it 5 different ways, you'll say it different every time. 2 teaspoons. You also want to add in your coarse ground Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons. And right after we're done with this and it comes to a boil, we're gonna start throwing in our cheese. Now it's time to grate the cheese for the cheese sauce. I highly recommend grating your own cheese at home because it just tastes so much better than pre-grated cheese. This one right here, sharp cheddar. I have this really cool device here that's gonna catch the cheese for me. This one right here, Gruyere. This one has a nice pungent aroma to it and it melts really nice as well. This one right here, an aged white cheddar. Put some of that in there. Look at that. I got this device at HEB. It's like the coolest grater in the whole world. Look how easy that was. Let's check on our sauce. Take off the lid. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and thick. You can tell that roux, the milk, the beer, it's all activated. It's working together. And see how creamy it is? That's the consistency you want. Now we're gonna start putting our cheese in, a little bit at a time, and just let it melt. You don't want big clumps of cheese in there. Look at that. We got some beer cheese, people. We're gonna let that finish up. Then I'm gonna pull my bread out of the smoker. Now that the beer cheese is done, our bread is toasted, the pretzels are ready. We have some meat on the side. We even have some cheese still left over. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these pretzels. Go in for the dunk. That looks absolutely incredible. Here's the bite. Super creamy, delicious, nice and salty as well. The seasoning in there is good, not overpowering, and the Shiner beer just kicks it up to that next level. The Worcestershire, the Dijon, everything just adds the notes that you want when you take that final bite. This is rocking. To get this recipe, all you have to do is head to our website, ksat.com/TexasEats. Look for the link on there. You guys, super easy, great recipe for the holidays.
And next on the show, we're going inside an all-day brunch restaurant serving up decadent pastries and savory plates. Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The 5th letter is A. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/TexasEats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to HEB for the holidays. Good luck. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here on the north side of San Antonio to go inside of a restaurant that's now serving up lunch, brunch, and breakfast items exclusively, plus coffees and cocktails. Let's go inside Full Belly Cafe and Bar. Joining me now is executive chef and partner out here at the restaurant, James Moore. Thank you so much for having us.
Hey there, it's great to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, the last time we were out here, I mean, you had lunch, dinner, a little bit of everything going on, but now you're focusing solely on breakfast, lunch, and brunch. And we have some of the heavy hitters from the menu in front of us, including some cocktails, but you also have a new line of pastries out here as well, right?
That's right. That's right. We have a super talented new pastry chef and baker, Misa Holmes, who's done some amazing baked goods for us. A sticky toffee pudding, which we have right here. This is a brown butter cinnamon roll, a blueberry streusel coffee cake, and this is a filled, decadent, gooey chocolate cake, as well as our most popular right here, the belly puffs. Sugary, buttery, layered, they're incredible.
Look at this thing. I mean, if you want some sweets, you guys have them covered out here. Mussels and
Sure.
frites, such a classic combination.
Yes.
And you're doing it a little different out here, right?
Starts off with shallots, garlic, some crushed red chilies, and instead of wine, we're doing a dry vermouth broth with it.
Interesting.
So we include a little bit of butter and a garlic and thyme cream reduction in it as well. We finish it with some fennel pollen here, and then our classic fries on top, drizzled with some of the house aioli right over to cap it off, because everything, in my opinion, could benefit from a little bit of aioli as far as I'm concerned.
It looks like a candied lemon on the
Yep,
side.
so we char lemons. We'll sear those on a flat
my
top.
gosh. Cheers. Here we go. Oh, man. The mussels and fries are so delicious. They're creamy with that aioli on top, and they're super savory, and it's a fun amount of food on there. So if you want to share with your friends, you can do that as well. But if you're feeling extra hungry, you can definitely destroy this dish. Now we're gonna jump over here, barbacoa, very traditional dish, something very popular in San Antonio as well.
Yep.
And you're doing something a little fun with it right here, right?
Yep, so we actually cook this barbacoa similar to a bulgogi style. So a
Ooh.
Korean, kind of a Korean barbecue in flavor. And then we take some of our fries again, but instead we're gonna throw on a bacon gravy.
Oh.
Underneath, as you can see, that started to melt are some white cheddar cheese curds. And then the star of the show is this barbacoa that we braise for about 6 hours.
Look at
Cap
that.
it off with a couple of fried sunny up eggs. So
Look at that, look how creamy this, it just went straight through.
Or
Cheers.
salud.
That's the bite. The chimichurri with the eggs on top of the poutine just makes the whole dish delicious. The barbacoa is so tender, it just falls apart. You have the cheese curds in there that just melt in your mouth, plus the fries on the bottom that are absorbing all that sauce. It is like the ultimate brunch bite. This one, very simple, straightforward.
It is.
It's biscuits and gravy, right?
It is. So we've got a giant oversized buttermilk biscuit. The gravy is a little special though. We take a bunch of bacon, render it down, add more bacon fat to it. We add shaved brisket at the end. So this
Oh
is
my
a
goodness.
bacon and brisket gravy.
Oh my goodness, look at that. The yolk is just falling right out. This is how you do it. The biscuits and gravy are so fun and delicious. You have that right amount of bacon flavor on there, but it's also the right size. It's just enough to fill you up, but you can also have another pastry, maybe a cocktail to go with it. But the egg on top is a must as well. You cut that open, you have the yolk running down the side. It is just a creamy, delicious brunch bite. We also have the cocktails, the coffees, hot chocolates, things like that. But the Maker's Mark, what's going on with that one?
This is a very special bottle that we've got, Private Barrel Select that we've got in-house. We do an amazing old fashioned with it.
You guys got to come out here, enjoy the brunch and lunch out here now.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. I'm gonna go in for this
Outstanding.
front dish right here. You also have seafood on there.
Yep, this is a fun dish that we get. This is a crispy fried ruby trout.
Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you so much for being here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The 6th letter is C. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/TexasEats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to H-E-B for the holidays. Good luck. Texas Eats will be right back. Now it's time for the Texas Eats Season of Giving Secret Word, powered by Shiner Beer. The 7th letter, have you figured it out, is K. Follow Shiner Beer on social media and enter the secret word on our website, ksat.com/TexasEats, for your chance to win a Shiner prize pack and a $100 gift card to H-E-B for the holidays. Good luck.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, ksat.com/TexasEats. And to get more information on all the vehicles out here at Vic Vaughn Toyota Bernie, just go to their website, toyotabernie.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at KSAT Texas Eats on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.